What's up, all you gamers? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the weekly Respawn recap. Here's my dad. Let's get into it.
Let's go, son.
And a big recent story out there, it's actually a Warzone pro known as Mutex. Now, the recently accused, he was exposed for having a Cronus application on his desktop. He goes on to quickly explain as to exactly why that is, not before some big accusers out there, that being someone in the Warzone scene known as Bad Boy Beeman, calling him out for 100% cheating, even though several Warzone pros have now come out to defend him. To give you a TLDR, it was actually Call of Duty pros, of which Mutex was formerly one, and now in Warzone, who would actually practice with this Cronus at home to get used to the delay of it, and that way on LAN, where at times frequently you were required to also play with the Cronus, you would be used to playing with it. That was his reason as to why that was an old application on his PC.
I have to say, I think Bad Boy has a thing for these Cronus applications. I don't know what it is. I feel like he always comes out, because wasn't it Swag that he came after before for using
a strike pack?
A strike pack,
which is very similar, I guess, in regards of the actual looks of it or what they do. But yes, he has a frequented thing where he accuses some top names. Seems like a common theme out there.
Right.
You accuse the very popular people. You say they're 100% cheating. Even when that pro or streamer comes out to defend themselves or explain themselves, doesn't typically touch on that side of things, and it causes so much speculation. In this case of Mutex, I thought it was a pretty fair explanation. We have other Call of Duty and Warzone pros who have confirmed what he said about his past in competition and using a Cronus for practice, and now you just get to see all of the harassment that these poor guys do face when falsely accused.
And I'll say that's something that not many people would know about unless you're in the scene. People aren't going to know that you're using that for practice because of this, that, and the other. Yeah. People are just going to see that on the desktop and be like, oh, it's on the desktop. Why wouldn't they believe that he was cheating?
Yeah, certainly so. When you see at face value a Cronus, you instantly hook it up to, cheater, using it for the mods, when in reality, if you actually look into it, hear their explanations, Call of Duty pros have been using these or been forced to for quite some time, but for totally different reasons. But what do y'all think? Mutex, now accused, has properly explained himself. And 100 Thieves member Tommey, yes, well known in the Warzone space as well, uncovered something this past weekend that I'm not sure pros actually knew about, but if they didn't, they now do. That being, yes, randoms in the game of Warzone, on top of everything else, can now actually join your lobbies unless they're invite only, which I think we'll see a lot more, can join these lobbies and actually randomly crash your game, and giving pro players, Tommey was an example of this alongside FIFA Kill, dev errors in the game.
I'm asking, what do you want to say?
Oh, right. Do you have any questions that you want answering for Warzone?
No.
Any at all?
Zero.
None? Zero? Not even like I'm doing this?
Hey, Thief. He dev-errored me again. No bullshit.
Wait, did he actually?
Yeah, no bullshit.
What do people do in
I
their
think
life?
people are so much smarter than us. Not that it's a good thing.
No, that's not even what I mean, yes, probably, to be able to figure that out. But just at the end of the day, how do you have time to do this? And how is this what you want to spend your time doing? You get time to play Warzone finally. I know some people have plenty of time, maybe high schoolers, college kids, have a lot of time to play games. But an adult, you get home, and you're like, oh, I finally can kick back and play some Warzone. And I'm just going to crash this guy's lobby constantly the whole time. It's like, what are you doing?
I mean, I guess because they're streaming, you get to see that live reaction. And he even goes on to further, he was actually asking Tommey, hey, you got any questions for me? And Tommey was like, no, I don't have any questions. So he clearly likes the airtime, likes the attention. It's on top of all the other issues, which has led several players just this past week alone to again say, we can't wait for other games like Halo. Warzone streamers continue to be pissed off, and for rightful reasons, this time randoms giving players dev errors. An ongoing situation out there involving several FaZe clan members, one which has been removed, that being K, several suspended. Jarvis, K's very own brother, alongside Nikon and Tico, has seen some developments, and this is probably going to be a several week-long story with updates for all of you guys who are curious, as now it's FaZe Banks coming out in a statement, I believe to the paparazzi, where he claims not only did he make the call and the decision, but yes, it seems that he's not even sure that these FaZe members will be allowed back. We are all going to wait and see what their apologies do kind of detail. But yes, FaZe Banks not only says he made the call to fire and suspend them, but also said he and FaZe Clan had no knowledge of any of these ongoings.
This is probably one of the spiciest stories we've had for a while, I feel like, because there's so many different and intense sides of whatever comes out at the end is going to be a bomb for somebody, I feel like, because people are going to be removed or exposed for lying about certain things. And I will say we're recording this before Mom's Basement comes out, which might have more information. Might have some bombs dropped that we don't know about right now. And so that's going to be crazy. And the whole situation, I think people are coming after Banks at this point because some things don't seem to line up all the way.
Yeah, and I think that's a fair thing to say. He has now denied it time and time again. We've seen the accusations on other sites like Mashable calling him out for Banks Social, his involvement, which was clearly just more than a giveaway. In that regard, he does have a history. If you're a CSGO fan, you are full well and aware of why some people might not be trusting exactly what he is saying, but there will be future updates. And along with that, I mean, yes, this is going to be some crazy news. We'll see what statements are made, what FaZe members are even allowed back, and even further, you have community figures out there and streamers. Destiny, Osmond Gold has given comment on this. Even XQC has said, how did nobody else know about this? So there are several people obviously on Banks' side and several against him who are in doubt of what is going behind the scenes, what is going on behind the scenes over there at FaZe Clan. Zlaner frequently in the news over the past couple of weeks for being a very, very talented figure out there, streaming on multiple platforms, searching for a contract. Last time we talked about him as his Facebook contract comes to an end, searching for a new one with them or maybe YouTube, says Twitch is off the table because of his duo Dr. Disrespect, then goes on to cosplay him. Now back in the news for some unfortunate things happening this past weekend, unfortunately with his partner as well as his dogs, so his family in his Jeep, while at a gas station early Monday morning, I do believe. He was apparently robbed at gunpoint. He is now in his own recent stream given more context to this, but obviously an incredibly scary story to have yourself robbed in general, let alone at gunpoint, let alone with your entire family there as well. Luckily, nobody was harmed in this situation.
I don't know all the details on this one, but it makes me wonder, and maybe you have clarification. My immediate reaction is, did this person know who he was right off the rip? Did they know that this was a big streamer who...
It seems to not be the case. He actually did later explain that this was someone who seemed to be a bit under the influence of some substances, had repeatedly said sorry, and then began to threaten him with something concealed. And that's where Zlaner just got out of the car, and they actually did recover the car shortly thereafter with his partner, I believe, leaving her phone in the vehicle. That's how they found it. They never got the chance to fill it up with gas, so they found it shortly thereafter. Luckily enough, Zlaner and his family were unharmed in this situation. And Valorant fans rejoicing because Shroud and the Old Guys Club might be partially returning. He has now confirmed it will be a thing, but the team just keeps on changing due to conflict of interest. 100T Dicey was going to be thrown in there, but nope, not going to be a thing. Genji, Sean Gare is both confirming because of their organizational ties, they cannot join Nothing and Shroud and ShawnBM. Their full roster still waiting to be confirmed, but Shroud has confirmed the next VCT Open. It looks like he will be making his return to Valorant competition.
Rumor going around you're joining a Valorant team, true? No, not true. Although we are trying to get into one of these VCT Open qualies just for fun. We're trying to make like a team like me, Jordan, Sean, and I don't know, Dicey or something. We're trying to like just for fun mess around in a qualifier, but that doesn't count as a team. That's just messing around.
This is one of those returns you love to see just because people are going to be excited no matter what. It's going to draw in so much viewership, and people are going to be excited because it's Shroud returning to competitive play, which there's always rumors about. And so to see him come back into the scene, who knows who's going to fill out the team. Maybe we'll get some B-Nans action. I don't know.
Yeah, I highly doubt they'll be doing a mixed roster. That would be kind of nice. And I don't even know with a full roster of some known names out there that they could even win more than maybe a match. It's going to be a stiff competition, but still fun to watch. Other names like Tarik have been thrown out there. Maybe Ninja can make the return for a Shroud and Ninja team. That's not going to happen, but one can wish. Shroud back to competing in Valorant, and it should be the next VCT Open. As per usual, we hope you guys all enjoy the Respawn recap. Same time, same day, every single week. It's been a crazy one, and until next time, we'll catch you later. Okay.
See you later, kids.
See you later.
Bye.
I don't like that. That's not good.